memo trade only. I am not a financial advisor.
Getting the VIPers in. Good morning, TikTokers. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Recording in progress.
Okay. Good morning, everybody in VIP land. And let's get back to here. Participants. There we go. Good morning, Lazarus. What's up, buddy? Good morning, Martar and Josh and Sog. What's up, fam? My little PB, where are they at? Oh, yeah, look. 7:52, the meeting started. Well, looky there. I'm actually early. Good morning, Lazarus. What's up, Martar? I don't see any comments on... Oh, there's only one person on YouTube? That can't be right. Hold on a second. Oh, maybe so. Seems odd, though, because we got up almost 10 on TikTok. Oh, I don't know. Not really concerned either. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Today is Tuesday the 21st. We have a call from yesterday about this 15, 20-minute buy stops, and you're in the money, everybody, on all the indices. All 7 indices that we follow now regularly. It was an easy trade, easy call. I'll explain it here in just a little bit, but I mean, it's just so boring to me. Everything just moved. There was no huge movements one way or the other. Just moved up, didn't come back down, didn't. There you go. It's a nice little 12-minute. I'll show you how it looks. Just gorgeous. So yeah, I guess, I don't know. I mean, if one of the VIPers knows, did we get these to pull back down overnight? Because these are all just solid green. These are just some biceps. To me, it looks like it pulled down a little bit. But did these turn, any of this go to like 1 minute, 2 minute red last night? Probably not. We would have some way higher time frame buy stops. See, so maybe it's kind of maybe starting to fall a little. Maybe we can get something. So hopefully we'll see a pullback before market open. I'm going to stay public through market open, but VIPers are always welcome to ask anything. Morning, George. Morning, Paul. VIP, nobody, no one, nothing. Damn. Well, I don't really want to start. We'll see how that works. Me and Tommy were unable to talk last night. We're going to try to talk this evening about the Breebot again with the code. Not a lot of update there. Little, yeah. I'm used to making these things. They always take longer than I expected. I should say always, but most of the time. All right, let's see if we can get inside of one of these candles then. Yeah, okay, now that's what I thought. Beautiful. Sell Well, here, I'll just mark it for you guys. First thing I'm going to put in is these cells. Next thing I'm going to do is put in the buys that these cells are creating. So let's hopefully this is a huge drop for the next half hour or so. Maybe hour. I doubt we'll get that lucky. But if we do get that lucky, we'll be able to make a little money. You guys can do some sells on the way down. Demo trade only. We do not do anything. I never take sells. You guys do what you want on this one, but you know, it's not any kind of free money. There's no perfect setup on this. So, oh, I forgot to put the sell on that. Damn it! Hold on. I forgot to put the alert crossing down. All right. Now, let's see what this looks like. These are like 1 second, 5 second cells. They're creating these 1 minute. No, we're going to go higher than that. That's going to fall. 2 minute. Geez, really? 2 minute buy stops? Nah, this needs to fall really far now. I don't know, like a lot farther. I want this to go down to like the 2 minute blue line. I don't think we're getting that though, but damn, how am I supposed to get you guys money? I'll have to look at some other symbols. I mean, the 15 minute is what there's nothing to do. We need this to pull back down. Till we get some kind of these little sell alerts hitting off here, I can't get us into anything. It's just not worth it. I'll just tag these and hope that I get the movement down that we need for you guys to be able to get into these trades. We have some short-term sells on all the indices. That's why I'm marking them. After the sell, we'll be looking at some buys, but they're just not low enough. I mean, I'm glad it's going up and all, and I know you guys are all thrilled, but no, I'd rather it not. I'd like to see some big-ass pullbacks, and then we can get back in here. Maybe I'll try to do maybe off this 3 minute. All right, buy stop, 2 minute, 3 minute. I'm just marking this. I don't really care at this point. It needs to drop further before we get in any more. We'll be going back up to record highs again. Let it drop first, and then we'll get back in there and make a little bit more. I'll check gold out. Maybe we can all do some gold little demo trades. So unless it's marked crossing down, I'll know this is the going up. So this will be cool. We'll be hearing a lot of dings shortly. You're going to be hearing a lot of dings on the way down. You're going to be hearing a lot of dings on the way up. I kind of calmed down setting the alarms and they maxed me out. Crossing down. NQ crossing down. Alert, 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 alpha, alpha, beta. We have an alert. We have an alert. Let's see. We have crossing down SPX. NAS crossing down. NQ crossing down. Really? Oh, okay. Let's go take a look in our book and see how much demo money everybody could have made if that's what they wanted to do. I done put, see, we're going to just follow that down. I'll get into some trades. I have just that one gold trade in that one account. I'll get into some more this morning. All right. So that was some good alerts. Let's see where we're heading to. Oh, yeah. Touchdown to the 5 second blue line for NAS, NQ1, SPX, ES1, and USD. Oh, yeah. There you go. Clean sweep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was gorgeous. So there's your take profits on that. Pay attention to the 10 second blue line next. Yeah, these will start to turn red right here. I wonder if anybody's VIP's ears are hearing things differently now they know more things. Like when I say, oh, these are going to turn red, and then these will turn red, and we'll play them again. Maybe something like this will occur, then we'll play SPX ES1 down to the 10-second blue line. Then we'll see these fall like this. And then we can play NAS maybe on this one. And then see these buy stops forming over here? These are your buy stops. And these will, as these come down further, you'll see these BSs start to form before your little very eyes. These things will start to turn to B, S, B, S. Like that. And then you'll see them form, eventually you'll see them all form over here too, fall so hard. But they'll have no reason on your things, but then these will form to all the BS's buy stop. See, there's a 2-minute buy stop right now. Boop. And then let these just keep popping. They'll keep forming, and then these will form over here. If it drops low enough, I don't know. I'll have to look at the charts a little closer to tell you how far this is going to drop. I seriously doubt we're going to see it go down to the 2-hour today, but, you know. Can we see it, and should we see it go down to the 45-second, 1 minute? Yeah, I'd love that. Oh, boy, we'd make some good money on that. Good morning, Miss Annie and Rob. Good morning, everybody in VIP land, TikTok land. Good morning, Jake. Good morning, Rod. Good morning, Jason. TikTokers. Who do we got over here in TikTok land? Ryan, MF Moods. It's pretty funny. Whoop, whoop, whoop. NQ crossing down. NQ, let's see what that's about. Every time you hear that, you know it's a correct call by the system. Ricochet, SPX back down to the 5-second blue line. Ricochet, it's coming back down. You're going to see it come right to here. All right, let's go 10 seconds. Yeah. Sell. If you like doing these sells, I'll tag them again for you. Crossing down. Sell to the 10-second blue line, ES1. Sell towards the blue line. Things are going to go down for SPX. NQ1 is going to go down. Maybe we should put up like a little arrow. Oh, damn, come on now. Wait. Oh, man. Robbery. I don't get my little dingies on the... That is him. Well, you're in the money again on those calls, but that was... I wanted that NAS. I'm putting it in there anyway, do that cheating thing. Come on now. Come to dad. Let's come to daddy. Let's get that thing in there. Look. That's it. That's what you're talking about. Mm-hmm. This right here, this little green line is going to go down to that blue line. This green line, well, it's going to see, it's got to hook back up a little. The pink, purple are too low. Price action will hook up, hopefully go right into that little channel right there. Either the orange yellow or the green yellow. It'll hook back up. You see the pink, purple come up. You'll see a space filled right into here. Then you'll see the hook back down to the blue line, or at least towards it. And that's going to happen on all these. See how this is going to pull back up. See the space right there? See the space right there? See the pink line coming up, pink line coming up, pink line coming up, pink line coming up. See price action going into the little channel right there, into the channel. Needs to go a little higher here, into the channel here, into the channel there. And then you have to find your entry. Well, VIPers know what to do. They don't stay here for the entry. At this point on this one, the orange isn't in the proper position. Pink, purple's coming up now. There's your space in between. There's a black space between the yellow and the red histogram bars. You'll see the hook. You'll see the pink cross the purple, pink cross the purple, pink cross the purple. You'll see it come back down, come back down, come back down, come back down, and come towards the blue line. It looks like SPY's is lagging horribly. I can go down to the 1 second and find that for you if you'd like. But this just looks like it's barely moving right now. I still don't know. Whatever. We'll make that our advantage somehow. All right. Now, if you don't want to take these sells, then I would absolutely don't do that. Wait for the pink to cross the purple, by the way, then you have to go down for entry. See, now that's better. See the orange. Oh, well, I don't want to get too much into the entry here, but for VIPers, I would go somewhere around this 5 second. I would see the pink, the blue's got a hook, purple's got a hook now. So this is going to continue to go up a little bit. Then it will hook. See that little up movement right there. Now, if you don't like these cells and you don't want to play the cells, then go right up here. Go into your 45 second. Hell, screw that. Go up to your 2 minute. Because it's going to keep dropping. So I'm just going to give it to you before. Yeah, there's your 2 minute already forming. Let's go to the 3 minute. Okay, this is a 3 minute buy. I would absolutely look all over this 3 minute buy. The buy is for NAS 26,719. The buy is for NAS 26,737. The buy is for NQ1 26,884. And these are at least getting to be a little better. I need it to drop a little further, but for now we'll manage to hold. There we go. Alert. You guys can kind of see the alerts. If you can't, you don't have to take all these trades anyways. Demo trade only, not a financial advisor. All right, now let's go back to the lower time frames. I'd rather stay there. These are just for higher things later on. If we can get this to drop, oh shit, it's never going to drop for an hour, but oh well. Maybe. All right, let's see. 15, probably not. It's got to at least go back to this 5, then the 10. All right, let's look at the 5 second on SPY real quick. Then I'll get your questions. Yeah, be very careful with these sells. Now the SPY, on the other hand, let me see this 1 second. Interesting. I'm going to tag this just for argument's sake. There's nothing to call in the medium time frames. You're in a weekly, daily buy on all indices. They'll be going to record highs for the next several months, as I told you a while ago. The 30 minutes too high. It's already done it. The 20 minute, everything's done it. I mean, I think we're even done with that hour one too. Hold on. Yeah, we're done with that 4 hour. We have some more movement on the 4 hour we can have. Look for any buy stop you can find. Yeah. That's your, you got to be real. We didn't get any kind of, look at this. Did these even turn red? Yeah, okay. They turned a little red. This is not, we need a way better pull down. 5 second isn't a, I don't want, until this comes all the way down to here, I want a minimum to here before market open. We have to see some kind of pullback, but it couldn't have done it because we don't have our buy stops here, so it hasn't even gone down overnight. Nah, I want to see this pullback before 9:30. I hope by 9:20 or so, 9:25. I want to see it do this. If not this, and maybe even that. But damn, we need some kind of shitty news or some little catalyst to let them have an excuse to pull it, because this is ridiculous. Yeah, I can't. No, we need this. Keep waiting. Let the sells hit. Let this drop down way further. I'm not calling these buys. Well, I mean, I have some of those little tiny quick sells in, but I mean, this is ridiculous. This needs to pull back down to, all right, minimum where 30 seconds, let's say. Yeah, if we don't see it pull all the way down to here, where we at with that one? 26,677. Well, what's this one? 26,677. Yeah, that's a. So if we can get it to go down to the 45-second, give or take a time period of 1 minute, 30 seconds, somewhere in this range right here, if we can get it to go down there, I'll make some really nice calls for us. You guys got to tell everybody because it's going to be really good. There we go. See, that's better. We need some kind of, I'm not much better. 5-second fell. There you go. Towards the 10-second. That's what you needed to see. Now let it hit its 10-second blue lines. Let this come down to here. Let price action touch that thing. Let price action here, the green line, touch this thing. Let the green line, the dotted green line, touch the blue line right there. Let price action come down to here and touch it there. Well, it's going to be a minute, but we might, yeah, we'll see it here. I don't know about this one, though. This is funny. We'll see. But let's just see this come down. After they hit down there, maybe I'll get us to try to find some of those buy stops. I'd rather the 10-second fall, the 15-second fall, 30-second fall. Oh, what fun is it to go up 5 pips? I'd rather go up 50 or 500. Yeah, a lot of renewals. Oh shit, do we still have? Hold on. Good morning, everybody on TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook Live, all the VIPers. Good morning, Annie and Rob. Crossing down, there you go. There you go. Touchdown, we have touchdown. As the little arrows were pointing down to it, 10-second NAS, 10-second SPX, it's a ricochet. It's going to hook, come back up, and come back down again. It's going to go right back down to this blue line. Look, right there. That's where it's going. You'll see this one eventually hook down there. That's going to take. There you touchdown again. Touchdown NAS, touchdown NAS, touchdown NQ1. You still have a little time for SPX and ES1. You'll see them come down to here and here next. You can see NQ and NAS falling. Yay, that's what we wanted. We want it to fall down further so we can make more money on the way up. Demo trade only, financial, not a financial advisor. Touchdown. It did it again on NQ. Take the sell when you can see it for SPX and ES1 to the 10-second blue line. All right. How nice. Gorgeous. Touchdown, NAS and NQ back to the 10-second blue line again. So that's 3 times NAS has done it, NQ's done it. See these little arrows? This is where I'm pointing to. It's going down. Price action is going down to that blue line. Correct again, by the way. Correct again. Correct again. Waiting for SPX to hit its one right there. It will. Is there any CPI or NFP today? I know NFPs.
No, just some retail sales, but it shouldn't impact us.
Okay. And come on. Close enough. Screw it. I ain't sitting there. All right. At any rate, you guys got the idea. NAS hit it, came back down. NQ hit it, came back down. ES1 hit it multiple times. SPX is kind of farting around. Anyone with little eyesight over here to the right? I don't know how far you can. There you go. There you go. Did it move? Did it move? Did it touch? Oh, come on. I think it did. Close enough. Yeah, that had to have. I'm done. That's good. We'll go. Yeah, that touched. All right. SPY is very slow-mo moving. Oh, my goodness. If it's trailing that badly, that's crazy. 1 second. Oh, my. It's not even to the... All right, hell. A free money giveaway. SPY. There it goes. SPY to the... Oh, come on. SPY to the 1 second blue line right here. Sorry, Martar, what was that?
30 seconds blue line on NASDAQ.
Touch, yeah. I just think it's cute as hell that this SPY is lagging. I mean, it's not just lagging, it's like not even the same time periods. So weird. Wow, to the 1 second. And these guys are already to the 30 second. I'm going to have to put that symbol into the. Oh, look at that. Wow. Not NQ also hit the 30 second. Awesome. And NAS. Wow. Gorgeous. Well, I told you I wanted a pullback. So thank you, God. Let's see. These should be falling. Yeah, I see those right there. If I was a wondering man, I'd say, I wonder why this 10-second is green and all the rest of the 10 seconds are red. Would this be indicative of a VIP, or is this going to show us that we're looking for a US 30 to at least attempt to go to the 10-second blue line and go down? Are we looking for buy stops on these 3 minutes to go up? Or are we looking for a daily, weekly buy stop, or all of the above? VIPers?
Everything happens in order, so all in above.
That's correct. Yay. Thank you, Sia Malik. I do not want to co-host with you on TikTok. Breebot, if understood correctly, will measure that gap. Good morning, Marley Mark. Good morning, Marley Mark. Question was measure that. I'm sure I talked about that an hour ago, Martar.
I was just responding to persistent.
Oh, I didn't see his question. Oh, the space you talk about on the buy stop bullshit detector is helpful to me. When I see the space, my brain's translated as a pullback entry. Correct. If the space you talk about on the buy stop, the bullshit detector, is helpful to me. Yep, then he's correct. Yeah, the bot is measuring that gap. It is right now. So let's see. I'm going to go ahead and check out that 10-second and see what I see. And we're going to go pop 10 seconds. Ricochet up. It's going to come back down, but I'm talking about longer term here. There we go. 10 seconds. Sure looks like a fill in the gap sell stop to me. Pink's going to cross the, purple. Price action will hook, come back down towards its 10-second blue line. And on US 30, by the way, that isn't a little movement. On US 30, because you'd have entered somewhere around there. This movement alone is 6. And look at it go down before your very eyes, because you guys see that? Who's on which screen? Hold on. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. Yes, I think you can over there. At least a little bit. Can you on TikTok? Not really. But yeah, over here on the far right, let me move it for you. There. That was a lot of pips. Where did it go? Hold on. Entry, wherever, and that's it going down. So I live called out 14 pips, but it's going to be going down to there. So about 15, 20 pips, a little bit more. 15, 20 pips. Whew, smoking. That's a nice little. Now, I don't normally even look at US 30, but that was a gimme. Well, the other gimme is this. If this is what it's doing. Take SPY. I don't know where the hell you're going to trade it at, but wherever you can find it. Oh, it hit it. Ricochet to the 1 second. That is so cute. Little hook down there, touch, came back up, hook back down again. That's your little touch. Sell SPY towards the 5-second blue line. I don't know if this is a free money giveaway or not, but it looks like one because it's following behind all the rest. But this US 31, I'm going to tag this and I want to come back to the US 31. This US 31 that I called out live for you right there, that was so cute. That one is, watch here. Let me enlarge this for you. All right. In our system, what does red mean? Up or down? Oh, hell. And everybody's goddamn system that isn't mentally challenged. What does red mean? Okay, thank you. Well, come on. And Martin, I think I told you all in the VIP the one time that some guy argued that a red down arrow didn't mean down.
Yeah, and I think we had also people asking why red is going down.
Yeah, they do. I don't understand. So, well, at any rate, let's just pretend that that doesn't happen. Okay. So the good news is there's a lot of smarter people out there. Red means down, green means up. Okay, now this is falling. Oh, hold on. I have an excuse. I got to show it. So chill for a second. Look. Oh, and I also found something. when you scrub this, I'm going to be able to take a picture. Just look at this thing. Are you looking at the details he put in here? So yeah, I'll be able to take a picture. At any rate, okay, so we have, look how cute he did it. So from here, we have our little red underneath, right? Green up, and that's when it goes up. But we have a down for once. It starts up high, price action starts in the green, comes down, stays red, hooks and goes lower. So it has to be a downward sloping M. You'll see that this area right here is higher than this area right there. Doesn't sound like much, but it's actually the real deal. That is what the whole system is based on. If anyone else is teaching you that, they stole it from here, and don't use losers. Go with the original, which is Bree and I. So this is above, hooks, comes down, hooks again, and comes down. Well, this is what it looks like. Okay, anywho. So it goes from there. Just look at the details, how it spreads over the thing. Oh, I think that's the coolest fucking thing. Yeah, I'm going to take the picture. I'm going to use our logo shot. See all the sparks in the air over there? A little glow in the thing. I just think that's so effing cool. Okay, anywho, our logo. Not just impressing me every time I see it's going to do it again. Hook, sell, same exact thing, ricochet, it's going to come right back down again. But we'll pretend like we don't see that, so because I don't want anyone to get... Here, watch. All right, let's take that part away from us. Okay. All we care about, and we really don't, well, we'll use that as art. No, we won't. Well, yes, we will. I'll teach everybody everything. How much time I got left? Oh, yeah. Yeah, hell yeah, I got time. Okay, let me make sure. My brother's the only person that goes MIA for... Good morning, Brian. Brian is the one of our members who modified our logo. And there's another modified logo being worked on, I believe. I go with just the best logo. I don't care. All right. So when we have a cell form, what we have is something unique. Let me see what I see over here. Oh, we do. Oh, you see. Great. Perfect. You guys on TikTok, YouTube. Perfect. My VIPers. Yep. I know the VIPers. Good morning, all VIPers. Good morning, Annie and Rob. Good morning, Sam. Good morning, George. Good morning, Kev Norris. Morning, Sam. Good morning, Lazarus. Good morning, Leonard. Good morning, Jane. Good morning, Marley Mar. Good morning, Martar. Good morning, Josh. Good morning, Paul. Good morning, Ryan Marcus. Good morning, Sog. Good morning, Persistent. What's up, peeps? All right, so this is going to be a good learning lesson right here for everybody on TikTok and YouTube and Twitter and Fish. But pay attention because this is actually going to get pretty good. It won't bore you all to sleep, I don't think. All right, so how do we know when there's a sell? How do we know when something's going to go down? Well, this something happens to be the symbol US30. It doesn't matter whether this is US30 or not. I don't care. It doesn't matter. It's a zero issue. Can it be US 50? Can it be US 40? Can it be US 10? Whatever bullshit they make up, whatever symbol bullshit they make up, you can go ahead and trade it when you see this sell. Now, I don't normally teach sells because I'm not a big fan of sells because why? Why don't I like doing sells? People are going to get, because you're a dumbass, because you can make money on the way down and on the way up. And that's true. I am a dumbass. But why don't I like sells? Why is nothing I call a sell long term unless it's really something that's changed?
Market's been going up.
Hell, how long has the market been going up? Let's be clear.
It's, I don't know, somebody's birth somewhere.
Yeah, Jesus Christ's birth. All right. So for 25 years in recent public memory, the price action has gone up. I mean, you could have been a blind mule and you could have been a blind monkey and threw a dart at a little thing and you couldn't have made a mistake trading. If you didn't get like 20% return on your money every year for the last 25 years, it's kind of sad, to be quite honest with you, because the market just keeps going to record highs and it's not stopping anytime soon. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I just saw a couple new people. I was going to do the, you don't want to know the other analogy I was going to use. All right. So we have a lot of things that this is going to be doing to go from a buy to a sell. The number one clue you're going to see is that there's about 16 of these clues. First thing I would look for, did the orange line go below the other two EMAs right here? This is the first thing. This is how to trade a sell. Any time frame, any symbol, this is what you're going to look for. Any time frame, any symbol, this is what you're going to look for. Okay? This is how to trade something that's going to go down so you make money on the way down. Yes, that's possible. Just humor me, but did all the VIPers knew that you can make money on the way down, correct?
Yes.
Okay. You'd be shocked. I mean, it's probably the number one thing I get. Well, other than technical questions with the indicators, oh, how do you make money on the market down? And in the beginning, I guess I would have thought the same thing. How the heck did I not, whatever, you make money, if it's falling, but it's fairly easy. And I'm not even talking option trading like Kev is. I'm talking about just plain old, just take a sell. Forex was the thing that broke through for me with the sells. It was with ERUSD and USF, USD, CHF. Those are my opposite currency pairs where I was starting to get the hang of how to figure out what the trades were doing. And when you see the sells come up like that, one's a buy and one's a sell, and then you can see that they were complete opposites. And then I created the little indicators to show everything like that. But anyway, so first thing I would notice is this right here. Did I have that? Yeah, good. Right in there. I would be looking for the cross from the orange line above to the orange line below. And we happen to be on a 10-second US 30. I'm showing you how I made a live call to tell you where it was going to go. I'm teaching you everything there is. There is no other secret sauce. No one knows any more than I'm going to teach you because, well, I created the system and I fucking know everything there is to know about the system, not to brag, but I've been using it for the last 5, 6, 7 years, whatever it's been, 6, I think. And yeah, I know a little bit more than probably the average bear on this one. So does everybody, sevens, if you see this on TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and VIP land, do you see where the orange flipped and went underneath?
Yes.
Okay, once that occurs, thank you, everybody. Gary Jordan, I first started, I didn't know you make money on way down. Hopefully that's normal. That's exactly right, Gary. That's exact. Me also. So hopefully there is no news. I'm not even attempting to look at it right now. So when this orange line is below, and it stays below the other two, right? Doop, 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 doop. That is absolutely what we're looking for. And technically, I can show you this full first pullback right here is probably a 1 second sell. But anyway, so when you're looking for this, you want the orange line on your slower time frame to stay to the left. If it's your faster time frame, hint, it goes up above it. So right now we want it to stay left and coming down. So you can see the downward slope. You can say it's to the left. Then next thing you're going to notice is the yellow forms. What does that mean? The yellow will pull underneath the green and you'll have the orange, yellow, green lineup. Orange, yellow, green, and when it's your faster time frame, the yellow will actually pull up and it will go the opposite. But for now, for our purposes, orange, yellow, green, you'll see this little channel that forms. Looks really cool. Comes over. Then this is the actual faster time frame. We'll go on that one in a second. And then the one I called over here, which is your logo one, which is, again, you have your little channel. The price actions to the left, your EMAs to the left, yellow lines to the left, and then you have this little thing. So this is the first thing. I would look at these EMAs. Boom. Crossed under. Next thing you're going to notice, whole bunch of things happen at the exact same moment in case some of you never paid attention, which a lot of you do not. You say, well, yeah, I just do this because of whatever the F reasons. But let's take a look. A lot of things happen at the same time or very, 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 very close to the same time. What do I mean? You'll notice EMAs cross very near, if not exact, to when the candles go from green to red. And notice your candle stays to the left and under. The EMA, the orange EMA, stays to the left and under. You'll notice the BOK indicator, which actually created the sniper, which I don't want to get into that. But yeah, we separated this out so you guys can see this better. And that was the first version of the sniper. This is from the Bach. The BOK, and this is green to red. And again, red means down, down. The crossing of the orange line means down. The yellow in between means down. That's our channel down. You'll see they all turn red. You'll also see the bullshit detector turn red. Interesting. Then you'll see the pink, and this is without the sniper at all. Now I'm going to talk about the sniper. To add on to your confirmations of this is its cell, you would see the pink, blue, purple come down. So this is your first indications that this is happening. Number one, orange crosses. Number two, yellow crosses, forms a channel. Number three, you're going to see, well, technically that is a channel, that's three. You're going to see the Bach turn from green to red. You're going to see the candle colors change from green to red. You're going to see the bullshit detector go from green to red. You're going to see pink, purple, blue all change from their highs to lows. And this is how you know you entered the downward trend without a doubt. Everyone see this? Yes or no? Sevens for yeses. Happy rising, Ms. Taraya Edwards.
Yes.
Sir.
Okay, so if anyone doesn't see this, you should be, all the VIP members need to be recording their trades, typing them out, writing them out both ways, and then video recording them, and then putting all this effort in. They found out that they did all these studies on certain things, and they said, well, why does sometimes when people do curses, it works and all this? And all they found out was the more energy you put into something, the more you get out of it. So let me give you a hint, peeps in VIP land and elsewhere. If you put in more energy and effort into making one trade good and do that exact trade, like Bruce Lee tells you about kicks 1,000 times, and learn that one exact trade and become a master at that one trade, right? You don't have to worry about how accurate, if you're making consistent trades, because if you only master that one trade, you'll become a pro without exception. No one can mess it up. So if you're going to look for sells, for instance, and sells came to me super easy. I was so much better at sells than buys when I first started getting the system down. I don't know why. It was just inherently easier for me to do sells. It was just in my DNA. So when I started doing NAS and ERUSDs and UDCHEFs and GBB JPYs, the certain symbols I traded a lot, there was sells that were the easiest I could see. So if I saw the buy and the sell, I'm like, oh, I see the sell, I got it. And then the sell was, it was just super EURUSD sell to the blue line was like it was like I could see it from 20,000 miles away and take the trade. So what you're learning now is how I first liked making trades would have been the sells themselves. So keep that in mind. Now I don't call them anymore. They're not my favorite anymore. But it's only because of the fact that I don't want to get burnt on the way when the flip occurs to come back up. And I know you can play both. I know you can do both. You'll see your first time or second or fifth time when you get your ass handed to you and your account taken from you for being a douche, you should have did a buy. But if you want to do these sells, this is how I would do them. All right. I'm going to show you on one chart, but then we're going to go into everything. So how do we notice the momentum has shifted? Now, this is for a 10-second. Now, if I was looking at this with a rifle, I would have noticed the 1 second and 5 second fell. So these would be turned red. So now we would have more confirmations. The 1 second fell, the 5 second fell, 10 second I'd be looking for next off the rifle. Then you'd have all these 5, 10, 15 different signals change that all go red. So again, you'd see these things flip to the 1 second, 5 second. Then you'd see your orangey and A cross underneath, the yellow cross underneath. Then you see price action stay underneath. Okay? Then you'd see this Bach change from green to red. Then you'd see the bullshit detector go from green to red. Then you'd see all three of these down here change from high to low. then you know you're in some kind of movement down. Well, since we know the 1 second, 5 second fell, we have to go look for the 10 second. Stop. So when we look for the 10 second, we have to see, well, what happened right before here? Well, it came down, almost touched the blue line, ricocheted, came back up. Well, the pink, purple, blue were all down low. They all came up high. There was a gap space here, which is our logo, which is what I'll get back to in a second. It was a logo trade sell to the 10-second blue line on a ricochet. Now, see, this doesn't look like a ricochet to everybody because it didn't go down and touch, but it's close enough. Of course, with a robot, it wouldn't even have known what the hell that did. But for us with the human eye, you can see, hey, it came pretty close, came back up, hooked. You could see the pink, purple came back up. You can see the space here, and that's what it is. Now I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but that's what you look at. So the trend starts here, stays underneath, does a little sell to the blue line. Okay, do we take this trade? Well, hell, let's look up here. Do we take this trade with the knowledge you have in VIP land? Would you, let me mark this trade right here. This looks like the first possibility with a, hold on. Right there. Do we take this trade VIPers? Yes or no? Right here. Right where this number 1 is. Anyone at all? Do we take that trade?
Well, if we would be looking at the BS detector, then technically no. But this is the logo first time logo setup confirmed by the sniper.
Interesting. I don't know.
I saw
What's
those
the-
trades very often, and I see they always profitable. I never take them because of that BS green, right?
Correct. But no, it's actually the very, very first time. The problems come in when this thing hooks on you and you don't get that. But no, first time up or for like you're reading it is okay. That's perfectly fine if you wanted to jump in early.
Sometimes you were telling us, sorry to interrupt. Sometimes you were telling us that sniper overrides the bullshit detector. So if we would eliminate the bullshit detector and have the setup of the sniper and what we have on the price action and charge and EMAs.
Then what about this one, Martar? Oh, hold on. Crossing down. Spies in the money.
Down.
Okay. What about this one then, Martar? By your same logic, tell me what
I
you
don't
think.
see it, this one. The purple, I think, is not all the way high over there.
Let me get over here.
Your arrows are hiding the purple line, I think.
Okay. All right. Should we take this trade right here? I'm looking for the perfect logo sell stop.
Oh, this is the cell stop itself.
Correct.
This one, what you mark. Yeah.
So you could take this one, but is this the
Find the confirmation of the logo on the
correct?
time frame.
Which higher? Correct. Is that what you said?
Go to the 30 seconds, maybe.
Yeah. So you look higher, you go up.
Yeah.
Good, Martar. Is everyone following Martar's logic? Would we, or could we, or would we take this trade? And I'm going to get to the perfect trade here in a second, but let's just keep looking. Would we take this trade? Yes or no?
Same idea. Confirmation of the higher time frame.
And is this way better than this one that we just looked at right here?
Correct, because we have all 3 lines almost at the top.
Yeah, all 3.
And then we have a broken box.
And the orange is over. Technically, this could be our entry one right here.
Yeah.
Probably would be, actually. Right there. So this is absolutely perfect. Is this right here the best trade out of all of them? Yes or no?
First timer, yes. First time logo after the reset.
And it's going to the
Yeah.
blue line, and it's a ricochet. I know to some it may not be, but it's ricochet. Pink, purple, high, blue, bolted back down to the bottom, low again. I'm shocked how well this 10-second thing holds. It's really shocking to see this. But yeah, I mean, this is almost like a 10-hour one to me. It doesn't even look like a 10 seconds. It's like, damn, this is really holding. You don't see a lot of goofy shit. That's really good. All right, so let's go through these entrances. Number 1, Martar was 100% correct on his reads, by the way, but let's explain how. We know everything flipped back over. The very first time something comes back up and hooks down, which would be looking at right inside of here. This area right there. The very first time the blue came down, pink and purple went up-ish. You saw the pullback right here. Now there's nothing correct in this area right here to even attempt to look for a trade or enter a trade. But if you were for a glutton for punishment, you said, well, there's that little pullback. I see the pink is up high, blue's low. I see this little gap right here. Yeah, it's green. And yes, this can hook and come right back up on me, but it's 10 seconds. I'm going to go down to that 1 second, and I want to see if at this point there is a sell. Okay, so if I see a sell stop forming here, I can take the trade. But this is not what you want, and for a multiple of reasons. You have the real direction bars are all green. That's challenging. On a higher time frame, I'd use this as a confirmation. We can skip over those. But on this faster 10-second, no way in hell am I overlooking that. That thing is fire. All right, so these are still green, not acceptable. You have the pink high, but the purple is not. It's a little low. I don't even know if that's 50%, quite frankly. Nah, maybe. Blue is low, so that's good. So there's not the ideal picture. This doesn't look like a ricochet to the blue line. This doesn't look like it's already touched. It looks like it's too far away, but that's not a bad thing. This could be very good for those of you who are wanting to scalp and do some options, Kev. Hint, hint. Quickly, like before a market open or before the close of a day, and you saw this movement, we can use this on a 5-second, 10-second, 15-second, and we can get there. And we can get them. See this ricochet back down again over here. But anyway, you can get them at those. But this is not the rules. This isn't a trade I would take. If you're going to look for entry, you have to go down. The only way we can go down from 10 seconds is to basically a 1 second and try to find it. All right. VIPers, any questions of why I wouldn't take this? I'm not saying it's a terrible trade. I'm not saying it's not going to be coded into there somehow. I'm telling this isn't our best trade that we're looking for, which is the safest trade. This doesn't follow any of our rules for this safety trade part of things. Any questions? Make sense to you VIPers? Yes or no? TikTokers. Good morning, everybody in VIP land. NQ 45-second blue line touch. Marta, thank you, Marta. Jane says yes. Okay. All right. Next trade. So this is number one. Possibility of a trade right there. That was a no-go. So this is not what we're looking for. Doop, doop. We're going to look at the second possibility of a trade where we see a sell stop, red, 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 green, red, red, sell stop. And this is more than probably a higher time frame. What is this? Maybe a 1 minute, 30 seconds, somewhere in that range, sell. But this isn't what we're looking for. We're on this time frame. We're looking for this to go to the blue line. This is a sell stop to the blue line. You can take the trade if you want, but it isn't the right trade to take. We need to go up to a higher time frame to go to its blue line if I want to do this sell to the blue line. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but I'm staying here because this is what we're going to watch. This went under. Everything came down. We're going to find that logo sell if it's the last thing we do. So this isn't the logo sell. This is the first step of the logo sell. So this is not the logo sell. This is the first step. It went up. So this is the green part of our logo right here. Now we got to let it go red. Then we have to let it hook back up and stay red. Is that in plain English enough? Here we go. So right here, and then we don't even have the right scenario. The blue didn't come up. The pink, purple did. It's not terrible. You can do it's inside the thing. It's not terrible. It's still not even as good as the next one next to it, but it's, it's okay. You can find a trade out of that if you wanted. But the second one is not what we're looking for by any stretch of the imagination. It's the beginning of what we're looking for. So if I was a robot, I'd be looking at this and saying, I'm going to make it an X, but I'd be looking over here saying, I got my eyes on you. We're going to start to watch things. And what it's going to look for is a pullback, but to stay red. Well, let's take a look at the third possibility. This is also another trade possibility for us. And if you look right here, interesting. We see the red, 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 green, broken Bach, really good. Oh, we see the orange above. So this is absolutely some other higher time frames. Entrance one, Jiminy Christmas, everything is perfect. You see even the yellow. So it's the opposite, like I was just teaching about the buys. This is orange crossed above, yellow came above. That's really nice, actually. What is this, 10 seconds? That's amazingly accurate. You'd entered the trade. Well, I'm not going to teach all the entrances for you now, but somewhere up around there, the orange crosses is absolutely a very good entrance for a higher time frame sell, but this is not the sell stop to the blue line logo trade that we're looking for. This again is a reset, as he would say, or this again is what you would call the first step. The very first step turns green again. Now we got to let the rest of the trade go red, stay red, come back up, and stay red again. Okay, so let's see if we can spot that. So now we're going to go to our fourth possibility, which is right here. And this is why I'm teaching you guys this, so you guys can get your vision, get your seeing glasses on clearly. Number 4, you're going to see, number 1, price action started out, turned to green, right? Came back down, turned red, came up and stayed red. Formed the gap right here. So watch. Here's your logo. Right here. Starts green. Turns red. Pulls back up, stays red. This is your perfect trade. Watch. You are not. This is blue line low. This is pink and purple high. They all fell down again right here, right before that. See the green? High, falls down, comes over, hooks. This is the perfect trade right over here. Did anyone on VIP land would have gotten that without my explanation? Yes or no? Good morning, Mike Jones. Good morning, Matt Parker. Good morning, everybody in VIP land. I think this is a very good explanation of things, by the way. I don't know if anyone else appreciated what they just heard, but showed you how to spot the little thing. Now, to go for entrance, we're not going to do that at this moment, but this is how you'd spot this trade. You wait this patiently. I'm going to go ahead and consider this movement down here a ricochet because it came down, came back up, hooked. Price action came right into our little channel. And then it hooked and came down. Everything was perfection. The space here was right back to the blue line. That's how I was able to call this trade live. Yes, good to hear it again. The fill in the gap, all red is the trade logo formed Rick to the blue line. Correct, Matt Parker. Good morning, Larry. So 19 other VIPers and only Matt Parker. Only Matt. I wonder if I can ever close a VIP early. That'd be funny as fuck. I probably would too. Okay. Anyone else understood that explanation? You want me to go over it again? I mean, I thought it was pretty thorough. Maybe I fell asleep doing it. I don't know. Did I dream I did a good job? Good morning, Mr. Raya Edwards. Good morning, Sog. Sam K. Good morning, Sam. Good morning, Ryan Marcus. Good morning, Josh and Paul and Mike Jones and Matt Parker and Marley Marr and Jane, Miss Jane and Leonard at Williams. Morning, Leonard. Good morning, Lazarus, Larry, Kev Norris, George, Gary, Annie and Robin Martar. Got little peeps over here. Okay. I just thought it was a nice little explanation. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
Very, very good, sir.
Martar. I'm over here like begging for that. I was like, well, a little confirmation this was okay, but maybe one person listened. All right. So that is your sell.
Great.
Oh, was it okay? Okay. Thank you,
That's a
Matt.
great explanation. I was going to ask you,
Okay.
this is Matt.
Hey, Matt.
Times I've taken 3 because the logo looks great. I've got the green above in the classic system. Everything looks set up with the sniper.
Mm-hmm.
And at times I've taken 3. Could you just explain? I get your explanation on 4, and I love that because it's a Rick. It goes right down.
Well, 3 is just the Rick for a higher time frame. This is just your entry. So if you would have looked at 3, absolutely, we can go hunt it down right now. It's just the reverse. So you could take, Josh was doing this. I think he still might be. I'm not sure. He takes this and goes the other direction. Instead of waiting, well, you can do anything you want with the system. You guys are all grown ass adults, no offense to anybody. But instead of waiting patiently right here, which you don't have to do, you know, for this thing to flip over and come back down, because if 10 seconds ain't no big deal. If you're waiting 10 hours, you might as well go somewhere else, because, you know, you find 1,000 trades. Anywho, but for this trade right here, if I'm not mistaken, Josh can correct me, he would go from here on a sell. This is a sell stop. And you go, okay, well, it's a 10-second sell. Where's my confirmation higher? Meaning I want my 30-second to be the map. There it is. Well, kind of close. So for instance, this is now your logo trade, kind of. I mean, I'm going to give you a break on this one. You can see it started green, came back down, hooked, came up, stayed red, and came back down. This is price action, came over, hooked, came over, came back down. Pink line, purple line.
Kevin, so technically, when we can actually be sure and use the sniper as an overwriter of the bullshit detector? Is it with the...
When all of it lines up to the exact pictures that you're drawn. Exactly. Don't ever take anything like, oh, well, you know, like I kind of did there for you guys, just so you can see something. Look, we come over to here. If we don't have, what? See, it's a ricochet too. What the fuck? We could have just did it right here on Naz. Anywho, Naz just got done doing a 30-second one over here, but that's okay. All right. So if I had an incongruency and I couldn't validate, are we talking about using NAS and the 6 indices, 7 indices? Or are we talking about using any single symbol?
No, Kevin, blue line trades just like you're doing right now. That's how I do it. All 3 indices I'm looking for. But yeah, I like what you said on number 4 with the rig, but at times I found myself taking 3, but I understand your explanation now.
Okay. Well, because you want the ricochet to be going to that blue line. So if this 30-second NAS was ricocheting to its blue line and we went down to the 10-second, it's going to be way below the blue line for your entry. So you're going to have to pick which way you like to go, because if you're wanting, I would only look for the ricochets, period. So you couldn't have taken 3 on that example because it wasn't a ricochet to the blue line at that time. Does that make sense? So if you're looking for a ricochet blue line trade, you have to, why would you look for that? And then when it hooked, you would go to somewhere else. We're going to use this one right now, actually, this thing. So in other words, if this isn't a ricochet to the blue line right here, this is your third one you were talking, that you would take sometimes sell to the blue line. Well, this is a sell stop to the blue line. This isn't a ricochet to the blue line. So if you wanted this 10-second ricochet, see how it's pulling and doing it right now? It's going to form that little, if it doesn't go up too high, it'll hook and come right back down on us. It did it perfectly earlier. We're waiting for this occurrence right now as you speak. But the only reason why I don't, well, if you're going, this is not the logo sell to the blue line. Like I almost feel like I confused you all. If I flipped this and did a buy right now, went back to look for our buys, this is not, look, hold on. Let's go. If you're looking, that's not low enough underneath. All right. Now, here's some cells. And here's your buys. Okay. Where is our perfect little second? So we always use this picture because pictures are worth 1,000 words. It's picture perfect, and it's right here. So when you're looking at something, you're going to see this setup. You're going to see, this is GBP USD 3-minute candles. You're going to see some cells, right? It's going to hook, come over, sell, hook, come over, sell. This is the logo trade. That's your trade. Then it's going to hook and come up, blah, 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 do its buy, do its buy. Then it's going to do this perfect trade right here. The one you can take, or any of these, These are all legit. You can go ahead and do a buy stop here, here, and you're filling the gap logo trade right there. The third one is your best one, but you can do any of those too. Go ahead. Or is that?
I was just, yeah, I agree with, I see what you're saying. I guess this is Matt again. I'm so trained in my head to look for, on this particular thing, the 1 and 2, the green, green, red, green, 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 and that's my buy stop period. But when I see 3, I see all green filling the gap, I've got to train myself to
wait for that. Correct. Mm-hmm. These 1 and 2s, again, are higher 3s, but you're wanting to get the ricochet to the blue line. So if you're following the rules for I'm not going to, whatever, but this is your beginners. I'm just trying to shove it down everybody's throat until I get a whole bunch of people consistent, which we're getting there in case anyone, everybody noticing. A lot of people are doing better with everything. All right, back to it. So this right here is a good trade. It's an excellent trade. This is an excellent trade. I can find an entrance for this one. This over here is an X and second leg of a W. You can enter off the center. Got it. This is our ricochet. This is the logo trade. This is the safety trade. This is the one. Why it matters isn't because it came up and touched it first. It could have came close, hooked, and came down, kind of like it did on the sell. It didn't quite come up all the way. But in this particular stance, it came all the way up, came up, came back down, hooked, stayed in our logo, didn't violate it by resetting to red. It stayed green. The blue didn't go too low. It's, you're talking about a 3-minute trade. Pink and purple, perfect on that particular case. So just take a picture of this. When you see your buy, do this, take the trade. If you take a picture and you do this, Matt, you can't possibly enter here, 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 or here. You just can't. The only trade you can take would be this trade. So you have to wait for some red to come in. You have to wait for some green to come in. You have to wait for some red. Look at this picture, and if you don't see it, don't take it. So for instance, right here, I moved all the way over to this one because there's a lot of red coming down. So if we come to this one, this isn't the same. This is nowhere near what we're talking about. It started up high, see right here, went below, came down. We had a couple cells going down, 1, 2. There is a reason why that picture has what it has in it, and I'm telling you to look at it. It has these cells in it first, so you can see that the downward trend was going and it's been reversed. This could be on daily, weekly, monthly. The downward push has to be there first. The further it goes down, the higher it goes back up. You need to have the effing down for it to go up. Did that make sense?
I see what you're saying, because when you get past the 1 and 2, the biceps there, and you get to the fill in the gap, it's so strong it can't even go back down into the red. And then it's
ding, 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 chicken dinner, we have a winner. Okay, excellent. Excellent explanation. Does everyone understand what Matt's talking about in VIP elsewhere? Okay, so we have that. We have a downward push, what we're looking at right here, which happens to be SPY 10 seconds. I don't care. Now, I'm going to go over this again, and let's go ahead and see how many people paid attention to the lesson that was just taught. We're not going to look past here, so don't get crazy with anything. And you can look at these cells. I'm going to leave them up, but I'm going to show you where to focus. And I want to see if anyone here can call out the right trade for the buy. Number one, and I'm not saying this is a wrong trade. I'm just saying there's a stronger, correct trade. Is this to the rules, any entrance actually that I can call? Yes or no? Is this any kind of trade right here in that green? Let me highlight it here. Yes, 7s. There is something that we can make a call on here. Or no, that's not quite what we're looking for. Okay, I'd say no. We need our logos. Go ahead. We need price action start underneath hook. Yeah, there is a hook there. Not quite green with everything. There's also kind of maybe a tiny hook there, and there's definitely a fill in the gap space there. So we'll use that as our little drawings. All right, so if we're looking for something particular, we need all those little things. So let's go over again. How do we know we're going to be looking for a correct trade on this time frame? Well, 10-second time frame, SPY. Let's go ahead and take a look. See, First thing I want you to do is what? What's the first thing I want you to look for? Taking my son to school, listening on UGS, every buy stop or sell stop. I double check. Yeah, okay. Thank you, Josh.
If the orange line came down low enough,
So we're looking for the buy. So we want to know when the orange line crosses over. Perfect. Yeah. See, Jake's over here going, you're giving out this stuff in the VIP on public. I am. I'm giving everybody a little golden nuggets this morning over here. I wanted to stay on public this morning. Good morning, MC. So the very first thing I would look for, did the orange line cross over and go above? Very first thing. Right here. Did this go above? You're going to notice, and some of you I don't know how that's looking for people. There's a couple of obvious things to me that I don't really point out. See, it starts under. Well, if you look, your damn fucking orange line's drawing your logo for you. And worse yet, if I combine these two here, you're going to see your two snipers form your logo for you also. You'll see this is going to be on the other thing there. But yeah. So, but at any rate, first thing I look for would be the orange line crossing above. Why would that be, though? It made me think of this because I was laughing so hard. Is because when this is red down here, right? It starts red. So we now have it on a little bull red, right? Then it comes up. Oops, I thought I can grab it from there, maybe from here. Oh, why is it not letting me grab that color? Then it comes up, right? Turns to green, stays green, hooks over and comes up. Well, why does that matter? Because you're literally seeing your price action. That's why it's like that. Hold on. It's red. It's red, right? So this is your under, comes up, hooks, forms the gap, right? And then this is the correct one. We'll go over why in a second. Comes under, comes up, fills in the gap, logo trade. And this told you way ahead of time. Someone was asking about, I think it was Martar. How does the sniper overrule when this is staying high? Do you see it? And then this is forming these little buy stops right here. Well, guess who wins? The sniper knew before the movement knew, before price action knew, and that's the whole purpose of the sniper, is that we know what's going to do. I'm just shocked it held on the 10-second time frame. This is incredible. See, I would expect this little blue line to dip a little, dip a little here again, dip a little. I would expect it on a 10-second. But it held like it was a 10-hour, strong as can be. So now,
That's good.
yeah. So they gave you a dead straight giveaway when this stayed high. You can see it was still red over here and a little iffy, and we didn't know. Then it turns all green. So watch what happens next. The orange crosses over. The green starts to kick in. The candles turn green. The orange still green. Oh, the block turns green. Oh, the bullshit detector turns green. Oh, blue line, pink line high. Oh, something might be going up. Yeah, what do you know? Things look like they're going up. Oh, it pulled back right here. Oh, yeah, well, this pulled down. It's not even really perfect because the purple didn't come down low enough. These two are not correct. These need to be green. But it is the first time, and I'll have an entrance for us, but it's not the correct. We'd have to go to a much faster time frame. So from 10 seconds going on one. Now, if I saw this on a 10-minute, and then I can go down to a 1 minute, sure, that's going to be much more likely than I think going from a 10-second to 1 second. Not happening, not even with a robot. All right.
Kevin, on the sniper that you're talking about there that Martar meant, this is Matt again.
What's up, Matt?
It's giving us a heads up on the turnaround there.
Correct.
I like what you just said there.
Yep.
But you're still not going to take that unless
No.
it's in conjunction with the logo and all the rules that you talked about.
It has to match the pictures perfectly. Correct.
Gotcha.
If you don't, all these is pattern recognition. I only went into that one time in the last 4.5 years. Your whole lives are nothing but pattern recognition. I'm not going to get into it, but if you can see the picture, that's a pattern. And you just place the one on the right, the one on the left. If you see this like that, you can go, I'll show you how to hunt for it in a second to find it. And then you just repeat it over and over and over. For instance, a pattern. You're used to getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning, let's just say, right? You get up at 6 o'clock in the morning every day for 2 years. You never take a day off. Then all of a sudden you get one day off and you're off on a Saturday and Matt gets to sleep in. And what happens? 6 a.m., Matt's going to get up and get the fuck up because that's just what he's a pattern. It's just what happened to him. Make sense?
Yeah, it does. Yep.
And it happens. That's just what happens. So if that's occurring, you can use those patterns for good things. Retrain yourself to, well, I don't want to get into all that stuff. So for your purposes, for trading, then you just see the pattern. That's why I keep telling you guys, don't clog your mind up with anything that isn't the exact buy stop pattern. I.e., this first one came up, came down, did its thing. Nice little hook. Good little thing. Next, we can't enter here. Why can't we enter here, everybody? And see, this is keeping you out of bad trades. Some of you don't even appreciate what you have. Why can't you enter here, everybody? The sniper, number one, right?
Sniper is too high.
Too high. Why can't you enter here? I don't know. What the fuck is that? The histogram bars are above the yellow. Why can't you here? Because price action looks like it's far away from the orange line.
Yeah.
So this is huge reasons why I wouldn't take a trade here. I mean, it doesn't even make sense. Well, to someone else, they might be saying, well, it's going to go higher. It's going to go, well, not here. We come over here. There is kind of a little space. Purple line, pink, yeah, the blue stayed high. This is a better one over here. Oh, look. This is an interesting, this is something that's going to keep Tommy up for the next 6 months of his life. Did this go up and touch that? Did it close? No. Did it touch it? Possibly. Does it matter? Well, evidently, because robots are dumber than rocks. If it touched that, and it touched it enough where it was 0.00, the third decimal, thousandths over 0.1, did it touch and go over the blue line 0.001, then this constitutes a robot seeing something correctly. If you're a human being, is that close the fuck enough? I don't know if it's touching. Did it go over? Maybe. Do I care? No, it went up and touched, ricocheted, and came back down. To me, to the visual eye, this is a good enough trade. To the robot eye, this would probably be the entrance trade here because it went up and went over it. You see the difference between the two? Now, you're going to argue whatever. I wanted to see this because, well, I'm a human and I like to do things that are normally seen. Did it go up? Is this the gist of the idea? If it stuck out his tongue, would it lick the blue? I know everyone hates that example, but it's the truth. Is it close enough? Is it horseshoes and hand grenades? If a hand grenade went off, would it blow up that blue line? Does it count for a point in horseshoes? It's close enough. So this, to me, is the perfect trade right here. Can you do this one too? Absolutely. Do I always want to do the earlier one? Absolutely. We know where it's going. You can clearly see the trend up to the blue line. It already happened with our sniper showing us pink, purple, pulled down, pink, purple, pulled down, pink, purple, pulled down. Blue stayed high, blue stayed high, blue stayed high, fill in the gap. Now they're all green, 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 green. Purple low enough. We can find our entrance in a minute here if you guys want me to show you, which I'd rather really not show you on this one. We would just go to a faster time frame for entrance. But at any rate, this is the perfect trade right there. This looks like it just took. See, these just flipped over. You got your gap. You got your thing. This is just perfect to me. And I would go hunting for it on the probably a 1 second entrance right there. Okay, so that's why I wouldn't take certain trades, why I would look at certain trades. I thought that was a pretty good explanation too. What do you guys think?
That's excellent. So you're saying that you're going to take that trade, but then you go hunt on a lower time frame for the buy stop, the red.
Correct.
Green. Okay, got it.
You would go hunt. We can go do that, Matt. I'd really rather not get into too much.
No, I get it, Kevin. You don't have to do that for me.
Okay.
I understand what you're saying.
But just go down to the 5 second right there and see what it looks like. Go down to 1 second, see what it looks like. It's going to look like a buy on one of those. And more importantly, this is great to see on these 10 seconds, but more importantly, if this was on a 10-minute, hour, you can do the same principle. And that way it gives you way more movement to go down and hunting and looking and seeing. What's up, Crash? All right, Matt, any other follow-ups?
No, I mean, just one more thing. So, because I know at times, and this is a thing for everybody, but I'll, like, say on that 10 second, that's a 5 second buy stop per se.
Mm-hmm.
And the 5 second will run into a 10 second or 15, and sometimes people pick their buy stops wrong. When you get this set up like you're saying right here, the rig to the blue line, the fill in the gap, and then you go down and match it with your buy stop, you're hitting it every time then.
You can't miss if you just follow those rules. How are you going to miss? Show me a time when you hook up your 2 time frames with that same setup. You go down here for your entry, and why is it taking so long? And it misses. You're never going to see that ever. Can't.
No, that's really good. This is a good training, Kevin. It's
Good.
just probably another repetition, but it helps going through it again.
It is another repetition, but I'm glad it's helping. Okay, this is where that took forever. Let's not do that one again. Now, see, this is when you can get really blessed. Now we see, remember the 10-second was it, but because it was so close, you can see the 5-second ricochet. So now you have a 10-second, 5-second ricochet to the blue line. And let me give you a hint. This isn't just happening here. This is SPY. This has probably already happened on the other 5, 6 symbols, indices. So this is our free money logo buy stop ricochet to the blue line after the other indices already did it. This one is going to be a good one to watch. YouTubers and TikTokers got lucky today. Amen. That is correct, Josh.
So Kevin, you could actually follow this and do options at the money on SPY once they open. Back and forth, all going on.
In theory, that's correct. Yeah, you could.
Good.
Kev's over there. Like, yeah, good deal.
Hold on, I have to go wake my tool.
All right. Little did I know, a fun fact that I think is actually accurate. When you drink your methylene blue, one of the main things it does and used for in medical field is it actually turns off nitric oxide production in your body, which makes your blood pressure go up. So if you had extremely low blood pressure, they can use methylene blue to raise it, I believe. Don't quote me on all that, but that's roughly the mechanism. And which is really interesting because nitric oxide controls a lot of things. It doesn't completely shut it off. It just inhibits it a lot. So anyway,
Especially for the guy.
especially for the guy. Is anyone hitting what I'm telling you? So if you're taking methylene blue, be very interesting on how you, how the amount you take and then when you take it, because it does cause a definite reduction in that. It's funny as fuck, actually. Your nitric oxide. yeah, it controls a lot. So this one is good. Okay, good. XMR is pumping. Thank you. Thank God. Oh, good. Did I call XMR correct for you, Crash? We can go look at that because I'm getting bored with all these other ones. All right, enough of this. Is that enough? You guys were taught enough. You're good. All right, let's look at XMR. And let's see. I don't know what did I call on it? Must have been something good. He was happy. Hello? Did I blow up the computer? What? What was that?
It's lagging. Trading view is lagging today.
Oh, jeez. And how much money do they make every damn fucking month? Give me millions of dollars. I'll make my own damn trading view. Anyone got a bill they want to drop into the system? We can create this thing to be a monster. XMR Kraken. Yeah, that's probably the one. All right, XMR. First thing we look at is what? Okay.
Sniper rifle.
Wow, that really is slow. What is the overall trend, everybody? And if you get this wrong, go back and, I don't know, maybe take a break. Thanks, learning a lot. Nice, Annie. I'm glad you are, Annie Rob. Welcome and good morning to all the VIPers. We're looking at this because this is a positive upward movement. They're all green. There ain't no other color here. And it's an upward movement. So let's see. If I would have called this out, what would I have called out? I don't know. Let's take a look. Ooh. Oh, you think it's pumping now? You got a long ways up to go, bro. All right, what did I call on this? I really don't want to go back and look. Oh, I knew I called that 4-hour blue line. I know I called that. Yeah, baby. Hell yeah, for sure. I know I called that. So whatever this was is called 363.55. Let's go up here. Daily. So this had to be way higher. Oh, it is. Well, this is an old one. I called this a long time ago. I see my purple reverse line. Hold on. This is an old. Yeah, this is 12/17/2024. So back there, I called on 12/17/2024. Take profit 1 hit, take profit 2. Love it. This is before I was even putting in which trade it was. Take profits. Okay. Well, I don't know. Well, what happened since 12/17/2024? 12/17/2024. 12/17. I don't know. Maybe it went down. Fuck do I know? Oh, geez. What's wrong with TradingView? Oh, really? You're going to make me do it the old-fashioned way and actually have to go back? Like that's a big deal. Oh, my goodness. Oh, this is going to take a minute. Hold on. Let's go up to weekly and do it. Well, let me do it over here. I'll move these back. All right, let's see. I'm guessing it must be somewhere right around this line anyways. Let's go over here. Oh, shit. I called this back here. Yeah, 12. Holy shit. Damn, sometimes I fucking outdo myself. Holy shit. Wow. Wow. Okay, I got it wrong though. I said 469, which would have been this previous high. Oh my God. I called it from what, 200 to 800. All right, peeps, I'm done for today. Doesn't one guy, I know this one guy drives me fucking nuts. He made one call correct on Bitcoin early on when it was like really cheap and he made a call on it. Good for him. The fucker doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about any other time. But here's my one call. I don't even know what the hell XMR is. I called it to go. Do I not get it? I do this fucking 300 million times a day, but here's one of them. You can't deny it. There it is. Oh my God, look at that trade. See, this is the problem. I make these call outs on the daily, weeklies, and all this shit. And you guys, why hasn't it gone up 400%? Because it fucking 3 years didn't transpire. Is what it takes for these trades to fully develop. Look at that shit. Look at that shit. Was that good a call out, VIP guys? Now we are in for a feast. This is Crash. Oh, you've already been feasting, but it's going to keep going. Yes, you called it on 12/24 to 790. Oh, thanks, Crash. Holding strong. Nice. What's up, Joe Bigga? Morning, guys. Morning, everybody on TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. Let's go ahead and TikTokers, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. Was this a good call by the system? This is your entrance. And it's not done, by the way. If this is a robot taking this trade, it'd still be open. This trade isn't going to close. All right, let's call it now officially. This is for XMR, just getting started. Weekly, 3 weekly, fill in the gap, buy, stop, logo. Just taught you guys, every one of you, how to spot this trade. This is a 3-week buy stop. If this is a 3-month, please be high. It's high. Okay, you're it's the only thing that's going to stop me from jumping in this thing with everything I own. There you go. Okay, monthly's fine. All right, so here you go. This is a 3-week week. This is gorgeous. All right, so this is a 3-week logo buy. This is why I just explained this to you. I took a lot of time in this one. All of you beginners out there, pay attention. Green hook over. This is your logo. The purple isn't low enough, by the way, but it's good for our purposes. Pink is. This is close enough. 3-week. Red forms the logo right there. Okay. So this is a 3-week right? Monthly, weekly. There you go. 3-week weekly buy stop. So what you're seeing is just the beginning. You're going to see XMR go to, and this has already been called, 387, 426, 458, 500, 550, 600, 650, and it will go past 800.
Demo trade only. I am not a financial advisor.
Good morning, Jake. Good morning, everybody in VIP land. There's about 24 of you in there. Awesome. You guys got your own VIP ambassador now. They will be contacting each and every one of you with a custom email just for you guys. No one else will have that email. It's just for your use in VIP land. So you're going to be getting some contacts very soon within the next week. And you can reach out to that person for any issues you may have, anything to do with VIP. I.e., it does two things. It takes all that off of Bree and I, and it gives you guys better service because we're answering emails from lots and lots of other people. So by having your own person do it, I think it's just going to be unbelievable. Good morning, Miss Taraya. Good morning, Stephen and Stog and Sam and Ryan and Paul and Josh and Mike and Matt. Two Matts. So that was pretty cool. And Marley Mar and Jane, Miss Jane, and Leonard, and Lazarus, and Larry, and Kev, and Miss Janet, and Jake, and George, and Gary, and Doughboy, and Miss Annie, and Rob, and Martar. Good morning to everybody. Oh, good. 7 minutes to market open. All right. Now. Please be red. Please be red. Oh, look at that. Oh, and who called it to the 1 minute? And we're at the 45 second. I think someone mentioned that, but I should have paid attention. Wow, look at that. We have sells to the 45 second. Should we be looking for a sell to the 5 second blue line of US 30? Or should we and can we be looking for a sell to the 1 minute blue line on all the indices? I don't know. Both. Let's take a look. This is fun. Oh my gosh, we got the pullback right before market open. Oh my gosh, let's go. Come on. What was that to the 30 second? 40, what was that? Anyway, let's just find this. All right, let's see. We got to do 1 minute. Ricochet sell. No, I don't like that. I would not do a sell right now. You guys can do whatever you want. Feel free. Why is this hooking? Oh, we're already below that. That's why. What's this one doing over here? Ricochet, below. SPY. Sell SPY towards the 45 second blue line. I wouldn't do that. If I was looking for a sell, it would be SPY towards the 45 second blue line. It's going to go down there. But that's not what I'm looking for. We're going to call This is awesome. You guys got another chance. This is great. Good for you guys. 10 minute, 12 minute. 12 minute buy stop. All indices. 12 minute buy stop. Good. Very good. How do we know when this is done? All the things I taught you about things flipping around will happen. Or you can go look for your arrows and wait for those to flip around. This is a buy stop for NAS. This is where the take profits are going in at. You guys can see what I'm putting up. If you can't, you get the rough idea where they're going. And then you're going to see this also do this for SPY, NQ1, SPX, and ES1 are all buy stops. I don't care
trade
how low it
only.
goes at
I am
open.
not a financial advisor.
I'll be looking for the buy for entrance at open. So I'm going to go all the way down here. This is a 12-minute buy. Hold on one sec. One second. Buy stop to the 1 second blue line. NQ1, buy stop to the 1 second blue line. NQ1, buy stop to the 1 second blue line. SPX. I'm just tagging them. You guys do what you want. Yeah. Pay attention to those. Especially NAS and NQ1. Especially NAS and NQ1. Just pay attention. Take your time. I love that trade. Hold on this. I'm going to go to the 5 second for NAS. US 30 is also, other than those two, be careful on SPY. Just be careful. Just wait on SPY. There's no reason to rush in on SPY. Yeah, love the US 30. Where's YM? Where's YM? Let me go up. Hold on. Let me see where US 30 is going. 30 second maybe? Oh, it's way past that. Oh, okay. Well, forget it. Yeah, we can't use US 30 the way I thought we could. No, there's nothing to do. If you're going to look for a sell, look for a SPY to sell. I'm not looking for any sells. I'm just going to follow this NAS NQ. ES1. I'm only looking for these buys. Buy. We're doing NSYNC hits today. Buy is what we're doing. All right, there we go. In the money on the US 30. Look for NAS and NQ here. I don't mind ES1 and SPX also. That's fine. Yeah. Lead us to the victory land, US 30. Lead us. Less than 2 minutes to market open. I'm calling a buy on NAS to the blue line 5 second, and NQ, and SPX, and ES1. US 30 is already in too much money. YM1's in too much money. I'm only going to keep an eye on for a sell on SPY. If it doesn't go up to where I want on the other ones, I don't care. I'll look for a SPY sell, that's all. Right now, not worried. We got market open. 1 minute to market open. I'm going to stay on a little bit after, not a lot. Market open in 1 minute. Market open. All right, here comes market open. We'll sit right here. Do not play market open.
Demo trade only. I am not a financial advisor.
Oh yeah, US 30's booming. Okay.
Cześć Tomku, sorry, ja się kurwa zagapiłem na ekran, bo ja kurwa w klasie jestem teraz i tele...
Sorry guys. Market open, market open, market open. This is what we're looking for. Just stay right here. We're in zero rush. If it goes down, look for SPY. Market open, market open. Market open. In the money on the NQ buy towards the 5 second blue line. You can take your money out on NQ if you'd like. Actually, SPX and ES1 also went up. You can take the money out of there. Also, SPY went up. SPY went up. You're in the money on SPY. You have time. You're in the money on NAS. You're in the money. You had lots of time on NAS. I don't want to hear it. You can close down that trade on NAS. You don't need to keep that open. Wait right here. We're not doing shit. See, I knew the SPY. The SPY was the one for the sell. Just wait right there. I wouldn't touch the sell. Stay out of it. I don't care how low this goes. Just follow it down. We really want it to go down to that 2-3 minute blue line if we can get it that low. Ricochet, sell back to the 1 minute blue line, all indices. There you go, SPY. SPY back down to its 1 minute blue line. I don't like it. Don't touch it. Follow it down. We want it to go all the way down to the 2 minute blue line. If we can get this to fall all the way down to the 2 minute blue line, we should start to see a reversal around that 3 minute. We'll know when the little things flip around again. So yeah, this is a sell towards it. You have NAS and NQ already there, SPX, ES1 heading there. I don't know if even SPY will get down that low. No, I don't think so. Not the 2 minute. Yeah, just sit here and wait. There's no purpose. There's SPY going to its 1 minute. No, I just wait. I'll hold on. Maybe we can get it in here. Ho. Let me see if I can get you guys a little in. I'm going to give you an in for NAS and for SPX. How low? Oh, I love that. That is right on there. Touchdown. That's perfect. Damn, I'd ricochet right off that 2 minute. I would on NAS. Absolutely. Damn, that's nice. Let me go down lower. Let me see this 3 minute number. Okay, set an alert up. When you see NAS go down to 26,540, I want you guys to look over when it sits that number. I want you to look over, and you should be somewhere in the mist at that point. See if this turned red. Yeah, this will be red by then. You'll be right in the mist. See if I'm right on this. Of a 12-minute buy stop. This should turn. Oh, I think it's red now. Is that red now? Whoa, hold on. Yeah.
12 minutes has a, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Well, I called that a lot earlier. All right. It's 12-minute buy. Just gorgeous. Does this go below? Did this go below Martar? Is orange below that on the 12-minute? Yeah. So you can even enter off of here. All right. As of right now. But this is going to, well, okay. Damn. Well, the farther this goes down, rule number, whatever that is, 7, some 8. You can do an entry when it crosses. Let me see if I can get us a little better entry. Hold on. Yeah, that's much better. 1 hour. Let me see though. If we can get this, there's no way it's going to do the 4 hour to the yellow. There's none. 4 hour to the orange. That's nice. Boy, I'd jump in this fucker. I just would. I like it. I would jump it right off that 4 hour line, but let me see if I can get something a little more technical for you guys. 1 minute. I just love that 3. Yeah, I see that 3 minute. Okay. If you can get this to go down to 26,540, take your entrance off that number or look for it to be a buy stop on the 12-minute, 50. By that time, it's going to be a 15-minute, 20-minute buy. When you see the 15, 20-minute buy, you can start to look for your entrance off the orange. I would call it for you, but I don't know how low that orange is going to go right now. So I would just say if you can get it down to about here, I would really look strong and hard at just taking that entrance just to a market order. But if you wanted to, just go up to that 15, 20 minute, which is, it's a 12 minute now, may stay at 12, but it's probably going to pull into that 15, 20 minute buy. If it does, just, you know the rules, look for the orange line, see how it goes underneath. If it's on the 15 minute, let it go below. When price action crosses, go above it, then do your entrance on that. Uh-oh, gotta go. All right. Does anybody have, I know that's a little sloppy, but it's the best I can do without staying on with you guys to explain it. Does that kind of make sense to you guys on VIP or no? You want me to try to go over that again? Does everyone's trading view? Oh shit, they're freezing. No, mine's doing okay, I think now. Yeah, it's moving now. Kind of like I called earlier, where I told you all this will turn to red. See how it's all turned into red. And I said it fizzle out somewhere around here, around that 3 minute, 4 minute. I can see this. That scenario is probably what's going to happen. I wish they wouldn't have dropped it at open. They should have did it before open, but it is what it is. See how it's creating? I told you. See how it's creating these 6 minute buy stops now? And I think they're all 12 minute buy stops. You'll see them all create. Makes sense, says Crash. Now we're okay. So Crash does make sense to him. Good. So shorter term, sell to the 1 minute blue line, all indices until US 30 hit its 1 minute blue line. I would look for these higher time frame buys, somewhere in the 12 minute, 30 minute range buy stops they'll be forming, and I would take those buys. Why? Because we're in a weekly, daily buy anyways. You might as well take what you got. All right, got to go. All right, will I be on later today? I don't know. I would say no. No. I'll be on tomorrow morning. And then we have a big, long, huge VIP at 2:30 on Thursday. It's going to be one of those marathons, 2, 3, 4, 5 hour one. So that's going to be Thursday at 2:30 of this week. You're welcome, Crash. All right, guys, gotta run. Talk to y'all later. God bless you on TikTok land, YouTube land. What's up, Mike?
What's going on, Kevin?
What's up, buddy? All right, VIPers, I'm running from you guys first. That's unusual. All right, talk to y'all later. Look for that. Remember, last thing. Remember, when this thing is all done going down, you're going to see all those turn to green, then start playing these buys on the way back up, please. Because this will flip. And when it does, that's how it's going to start to look to you. Okay, so play those. All right, VIPers, got to run. God bless everybody. Talk to y'all later. Nice. TikTokers got to go.